Blessed be witches, and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we are going to be making my Reverend Odin's Dear Sexy Knickers laundry wash. Now, you may be asking yourself, why do I want laundry wash? I find that when working with this, it's very easy for you to just bring in another element to your magic, to your day-to-day magical workings. Now again, this is Dear Sexy Knickers, so this one is all about the bumping and grinding, okay? So for me, I will only use my Dear Sexy Knickers on my underoos. That's when I will use this, because it does, it brings a wonderful feeling of sexiness and appeal. And even if it's just your wife friends and you're wearing and you have this, it makes a difference. You can feel a difference. So again, this is just another way for you to be able to bring in that other element to your magical life. Something that you gotta do, turn it into a magical thing, give it intent, allow it to be able to manifest for you in the ways that you want it to work. And there you go. It's just another way, an easy way for you to be able to add that extra element. The reason why I'm not showing you the one that I'm going to be selling in my shop is because it is a very long process that I actually go through to make that one. So I wanted to give you the quick and easy, cost-effective way for you to be able to get the same results with a fraction of the price in your home. Big bang boom, you're done. So you are going to need an unscented laundry detergent. Try and get one that is bio-friendly or eco-friendly, and try and get one that has no scent. If it does have a scent to it and you're not really, that's all you can find, that is fine too, because you're going to be adding in the vibrations of the botanicals anyways. You will also need Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. We use this because of the fact that it is a base of olive oil. So if you're going to be adding in your essential oils to this, it's going to make a difference for you because of the fact that it is going to kind of be that binding agent that's going to allow this and the oils to all incorporate together. You will also be needing some lemongrass oil, cinnamon oil, patchouli oil, rosemary oil, and mint oil. You will need 1/8 cup as well as your master bottle. So let's just get this started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put in 1/8 of our Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. And as I said, we use this to be able to be the binding agent, okay? So we are going to start off with our rosemary. Now, why are we adding rosemary to this? Well, rosemary is good for lust, it is good for love, it is good for protection. It is also wonderful when it comes to intimacy. It is a great one when it comes to bringing back that youthful passion. It's wonderful for centering yourself. It's also good for healing any traumas that you may have had in that department. So let's say you and your spouse, there's a trauma that you have been dealing with. This is a way to be able to help start alleviate that, especially if it comes into, an intimacy problem that you may have or a trauma that you may be holding. This is a good way to be able to help start alleviating that and bringing in a sense of comfortability so that you can really let go and enjoy that intimacy and that passion and that what have you. So that is the reason why we are going to be putting in the rosemary oil. And we're not going to be putting a lot of this in here. We're only going to be putting in 3 drops, and then we will pray over it. Next, we are going to be using the lemongrass. Now, lemongrass is great for passion. It is great for protection. It is known as the lesser van oil. It's good for lust. It's good for changing your luck. let's say if you miss that passion, you miss that intimacy in your relationship. I mean, and this is such a common thing for people where they really go through this point in time where it's a little kind of a lull. This will change that from one to another. It will bring in that passion and that youthful passion that was at the beginning of your relationship. Now, I really want to explain this because a lot of people have this tendency to kind of be gravitated towards having these youthful relationships. Youthful relationships are not sustainable, and I have a video on that I will be putting out eventually about youthful relationships. So when I talk about youthful, I talk about that vigor, that passion that you have at a younger age. Right now, again, you can have this at an older age as well, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about that kind of passion that, you know, devil may care, just get her done, have a good time kind of passion. So that is the reason why we are adding in the lemongrass, and we will be adding in 5 drops of this. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be praying over this. Yes, hunty, we are on the right path. Next, we are going to be using cinnamon. Now, y'all know how much I love my cinnamon. Cinnamon is great when it comes to protection. It is great for repelling. It's also really good when it comes to bringing in lust and attraction. It is a very, very good attracting oil and herb. And I like to bring this in, and I also like to bring in the protective aspect of it as well. Now, for those of you Witch Please family members who are into the casual encounters thing, I like to add this in also for that protection, okay? To keep away any negative, you know, undesirable peoples within your reality that may be of a danger to you, okay? So, I mean, we're just gonna get real here, and we're going to I'm gonna state here that this is great for that aspect as well. And I wanna make sure that if that is your bag, that, you know, I'm trying to keep y'all protected as well. So we are going to be adding in 5 drops of this. So now we are going to pray over this, and then we are going to move on to the next one. Now, mint is another great one when it comes to lust. It's another great one when it comes to attraction. It's also a very overwhelming botanical, which is great. For those of you who like to have that passionate lust and that kind of, you know, as I said, just, you know, total reckless abandon. You like that kind of stuff. This is a great one when it comes to that. It's overwhelming. It is powerful. It is passionate, it is lustful, it is just such a great one to use when it comes to making anything of this sort. Now we are going to be going hardcore with this one. We are going to be putting in 9 drops of the mint. So now we are going to say our prayer over this, and we are going to continue on. I also wanted to let you know that mint is great when it comes to healing and healing traumas, okay? I have used mint many a time when there was infidelity issues and there was that trauma. And we wanted to be able to alleviate that for some of my clients. This whole mixture, to be honest with you, if you have had infidelity issues with your partner and you're trying to get through those and trying to work through those and you'll never really be able to get back to where you were. I'm not saying that you won't actually get to a better place. I strongly believe that if you heal these things properly, you will actually gain a better understanding of your partner, a better connection of your partner. You will be able to grow and evolve to a place that you weren't, because I believe that, and I've always believed this, that love liberates. It does not control, it does not bind, okay? That is not part of its power. So if you are struggling with something like that and you're able to liberate yourself out of that and get into a completely different connection with your spouse where there is understanding, there is no longer that ownership variable, you're in a really wonderful place and a great platform to grow and evolve together as a unit. All right, so we are going to move on to the next one. I love patchouli. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love me some of my patchouli. Now, if you have an issue with patchouli and you don't really want to be using this, you can also use some vanilla as a substitution for your patchouli. But as I said, for those of you who love patchouli, this is the one for you. We're going to be hitting this hard with 9 drops. Patchouli is great for passion. It is great for lust. It is great for connection. It is great for intimacy. It is great for grounding. Patchouli can actually enhance pheromones. So, you know what I'm saying? This is some good stuff. All right, so we are, as I said, we are going to be adding in 9 drops of this bad boy. Now we are going to pray over this and move on to the final step. Now that right there is what it's about, witches. That is what it's about. So now the final part, we just put in our laundry detergent of our choice, okay? Now I'm only going to be making about half a bottle here because I find that that is a good amount to have on hand, okay? So now we're going to cap it off and we are going to shake it. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It is such a wonderful, wonderfully fragrant. It is not overly fragrant. I got some on my hand. It just smells so good. I mean, when you get to smell this and you see how beautiful the fragrance is. All right, and there you have it. Reverend Odin's Dear Sexy Knickers Laundry Wash. It is powerful. It is wonderful to smell. It really will assist you when it comes to intimacy, when it comes for that, you know, that you're looking for in any context. It's protective, it is healing, it is many, many things, and it is a wonderful way to bring in another level of magic into your day-to-day life. So that is our episode for today. If you have not subscribed, you know you need to press subscribe, join the Witch Please family, and do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. Remember to click that icon so that you are reminded when a new video comes out. You know you don't want to miss it. I said it before, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic. And you are always in my heart. I will see you again on another episode of Witch Please. I love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye. Reverend Odin's Dear Sexy Knickers fuck. Reverend Odin's Dear Sexy Knickers. And don't you put that in the outtakes. Reverends. This is the last time I'm trying it, okay? Oh, Jared, Leo, whatever your name is.